Hey, what's going on, Pokepals? This is Dad here, and I had a lot of fun with that Mega Kangaskhan Tank deck that I was like, you know what else could be a fun little tank deck? Mega Zygarde. That's right. One thing you learn about me is I love me my coin flips, and nullifying zero is just a lot of fun. So, we added some tank elements to it, but to talk about nullifying zero, it's for each of your opponent's Pokemon you flip a coin, and if heads, the attack does 150 damage to that Pokemon. So, we can get a ton of knockouts by powering up this nullifying zero. Now, maybe asking, how are we going to power that up? And that is because we're running a 4 of the Cinderace with explosiveness. And this is if it's in your hand during set and play, you can put that in the active spot. Great. Also, but the attack's even better because for 50 damage, you search deck for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. It does 50, so therefore it does knock out Bidoof, which is great. We also have one Cornerstone because it's good for stall. Be honest with you, if you can't knock something out, you have it up there and just stall some turns and power up your Mega Zygarde. We do have the 4 Fighting Gong to help with getting Mega Zygarde out after we theoretically start Cinderace. We have a ton of search for our supporters with Pokegear and Roto-Stick. We play a potion, a switch, super potion, I'm so sorry. We have Acerola, which is a lot of fun. Basically makes your card invulnerable. Because if they have 2 or fewer prize cards remaining, you choose one and keep damage from it. So ideally you'll have one Mega Zygarde, play it, and they can't do anything. 4 Lilies, 4 Petrol, and this is kind of our A-Spec of Choice Heroes cape to add to the tankness with Lively Stadium, Ice Creams, of course, 1 Lumiose Galette to help with special conditions, and yeah, 12 energies in deck. We're going to get some tankness going with their Cinderace, accelerate those, ideally attack twice, boom, with Cinderace, attach them to Zygarde, and then stop nullifying zero coin flips. So, let's get into it. This will be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for you guys to see this deck. Don't forget, by the way, to like, comment, and subscribe. Likes really help. Shows me what you guys are enjoying and what you guys like to keep seeing. And please in the comments post any ideas for decks you guys want to see or different styles. Me and Casey both do different styles. She's more of a aggro traditional deck. I'm more of like the weird stall control tank mill kind of deck. So let in the comments. I'm sure whatever you put in there, one of us will see it and be like, oh yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, we're here for our first match. Let's see what we got. Alright. We are going to flip heads, and we want to go second with this deck. So hopefully they let us go second. Start that Cinderace attack and start accelerating energy to our Zygardes. So, lost the coin flip, so let's see what they do here. They will go first. Perfect. That's what we want. We want to go second. And there we go. Yeah, let's take a mulligan. Let them have a card and see if we can get a little bit better hand here. Perfect. Alright, yeah, I love this because we can attach energy, Cinderace, accelerate, petrol for cape if we want to. A lot of different things we can do here, so I like this. Way better than the other hand. So, let me put down Tilmass. Looks like a Ogerpon box or a Terra box of some kind. I don't like that because, as you can see, we are weak to grass. It does tend to be a theme because my Hydreigon Mill deck, we were also weak to grass. So, this might just be an Ogerpon deck instead of a full Terra deck. Which I don't love because that means they are going to probably get us. So let's see, let's put down Watchtower so they can't Meowth or Noctowl or anything. Roto-Stick, nothing. Alright, so I think I'm gonna Petrol. Grab me a Lillie's for next turn. And then we're gonna Turbo Blaze. Perfect. So now we could theoretically KO that Ogerpon if we want to with our first attack and not worry about nullifying 0. We could just Gaia Wave and take 30 less damage, but it's all going to depend on how things are going here. So let's see. Yeah, there's Area 0, as expected. That's okay. Hey, Lillies. Probably digging for more Ogerpons. I wonder if they play Meganium. That would make sense a little bit. But we have not seen it yet. Terra Ore? They grab another Ogerpon? Oh my goodness, they are just all about their tail mask Ogerpons, it looks like. They get rid of a Fez and a Baby Petch, Mega Kang. I'm a little confused on this deck. It's got to be some type of Terra box, but they had the Baby Petch for poison. I'm not sure. But let's see what they got going. You put it down, probably going to Till Dance. Yep. So I think off the Lillies, I want to get another Zygarde down. Or actually, I want to get a... Okay, they sob, that's fine. I'm thinking I want to get a Cornerstone down. Because we have a lot of abilities here. The only one that doesn't is Ogerpon. So, let's do that. Whoa. Bump that for Lively Stadium. Put that there. Boom, boom. Let's go 1 there, 2 on the Ogerpon. And then we just wait for a little bit, kind of buy us some turns. Next turn, I think what I want to do, I want to boss up Kangaskhan. And then I just want to start nullifying 0. Keep that in the active. And try and get some bench. Oh, you know what though? Oh, okay. Terra is immune from damage on the bench. So maybe we don't nullifying 0. Okay, we'll figure it out. I do think we boss. We do that. Let me see something. Discard all energy. Okay. You know, we'll attach there for retreat purposes. In case we need to retreat, that way we can still attack. Alright. The next turn, I think we go up with the Ogerpon. Or I don't know. We could go up with Zygarde. Okay, they're going to energy switch. Hey, that's fine. Okay. I am perfectly fine if they want to knock out. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Tails, perfect. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to core memory, and we're just going to knock it out. So first, let's do that. I like the Mortys. Do that. That's Morty's. I can't use that Cinderace anymore, so it's Morty's that away. Okay. I only need 4. So let's Super Potion. Remove an energy. I'm actually going to cape up my Cornerstone. We're just going to knock out with Gaia Wave. Because of our fighting weakness, thank goodness. I did go ahead and attach the Geobuster because we're not going to be nullifying 0 with all these Terras on the bench. So, if we can survive this turn, I don't think we will because of Ogerpon, but if we do, we promote our Cornerstone and we're pretty much safe. So, let's see what we can do. Alright, they're going to start teal dancing. Unfair Stamp is not, it's not great, but not bad. I don't mind. Okay. They can put in a Latios. I mean, that's what I'm thinking they probably would be digging for. To conserve energy. Yeah, okay. Great news, though. We are taking 30 less damage, so let's see. 130, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 210. That's enough to knock out with weakness. If that's what they choose to do, which I don't see why they wouldn't. Alright. Yep, oh, they're just gonna sob? Wow. Okay. Oh, and they concede. And top deck boss is gonna boss up the Ogerpon anyway, so. Okay. Great game. We used some ice cream soup potions, so I had some tank there. But yeah, great job. Let's go into the next one. All right, guys, going into game number 2 here. Let's see if we can get a good match in. All right. We're gonna flip heads, of course. Their little Zygarde cell coin. All right, we got heads. No, we do not want to go first. We want to get that Cinderace off and start powering up our Zygarde. Look at that. All right. Okay. Pretty close to a nullifying 0 turn 2. We'll definitely have a Gaia Wave off, which is great. Alright, waiting for our opponent to set up here. Alright. We have Mega Lucario sleeves. Maybe it's Mega Lucario? That'd be my guess. Alright, they start with Lunatone. Yeah, I'm about to say it's really easy to get that engine going with all the fighting gongs and energies and everything. So definitely probably going to see a lunar cycle. Yep. Draw 3 cards. I'll tell you what, if you're playing a mill deck and you see lunar cycle or Zoroark with trade, you're going to be doing good. They have to they have to really control and not let themselves mill out their deck all the time. So all right, they just attach and pass. Let's actually go here. I'm going to Roto-Stick next turn after I get some energy out of the deck with this Turbo Flare. Do 50 damage. 1, 2, 3. On to Zygarde. Now, if they don't evolve this Riolu, Roto-Stick Boss is ideal, but... Oh, nope, there we go. Rock Scouting, okay. Probably, yep, Riolu and Makuhita. Makes sense. Gotta watch out for that. That's a free boss for them when they evolve. Energy. They're probably going to Aura Jab me, which actually is not a knockout. Yep, there you go. So, boss. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's get all 3 of these. Okay, I like having those. I'm thinking we boss up Makuhita. I'm gonna hold those in hand. Actually, I'll attach. And then Turbo Flare. There we go. Get 5 on there. And if we can get him to stick next turn, because he can only evolve, so he could switch or balloon. But we have boss again next turn. Okay, so he attaches. That means no balloon, I would assume. Okay, perfect. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We are going to go. We're gonna nullifying 0. And then while I'm here, we don't need a boss. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna grab our cape. Chunk that on, make it harder for them to KO us. And let's nullifying 0. Heads, heads, tails, heads. Perfect. You know, I'll take that. So there's 3 prizes. Their draw engine is down. Take our 3 prizes. Sitting pretty. Ice cream, love it. And then if we do 200 damage, we take the last prize cards next turn. So I'm feeling good. They need like all their ice cream cones to even, let's see, 33. Yeah, Mega Brave. That's game, guys. Let's go. I will say, let's go ahead. Ice cream. And then let's, I never get to use Cook, so let's use Cook. And then, Guy away for knockout. Bada bing, bada boom. All done there. So this deck is actually working really well right now. We've got our nullifying zeros out. We got Cornerstone for those Ogerpon matchups. And we're 2-0, which I would love to see it. I got to use Cook. Almost never get to use that trainer. So this is working out really good. So let's hop into another one and see if we can go 3-0. All right, everybody, let's get into a third match here, and let's see if we can finish this off 3-0. We're going to flip heads, hopefully go second here. Tails, ooh, all right, now we got to hope they pick first. Which, this is a pretty, I think, a go first meta, so I think we have a good chance going second. Alright, we are just kind of waiting. They'll go first. Perfect. We're going second. I love it. Now, I've been loving the Cinderace combo of getting Cinderace start. That I will definitely be making a Mega Excadrill Tank Mill deck. So keep your eyes open for that whenever Pitch Black comes out, because that is what we're going to be doing. Alright, so attach, petrol, Mega Signal, bing bada boom. Go from there. Alright, they're getting Trolley. The fact they just had Trolley ready to go is very upsetting because it never works out for me. For some reason, I just never get petrol, or if I do get petrol, it's prized. So good for them. I'm glad they got it. Okay. I do love that there are no Terras or anything, so we should be good to go for nullifying 0. Let's see. No attachment would be amazing. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Okay, they have an attachment. That's fine. That's fine. They're getting Matang out next turn. Ooh. Okay. Well, we have to petrol for a signal here. Yeah, let's use our one of signal. Boom. I really do not want to put Turbo Flare. I do not want to put Cornerstone on the bench because of Mega Skarmory. Alright, so we're burned. So we're down to 140. 150. Okay. Heads, that means we're not burnt. Perfect. So let's see here. They're going to double Matang. And then I'm sure they will Metallic Signal for 2 more to increase their chances of hitting energy. And we gotta hope our Cinderace does not get knocked out here. Okay. Alright, come on. Let's hope those Matangs whiffed. Alright, let's see. What did they get? They got 1. Alright. 0. We need 0 on this next one. Oh, they got some. Okay. That's okay. What are they gonna do here? Petrol, okay. What are they grabbing? Bangle? At least they're not bossing this turn, so we're good in that department. That's probably gonna be for their Metagross. Alright, those are discarded. We're going to promote our Mega Zygarde. Let's go and attach return. I think I am going to boss up. Let's see what Roto-Stick can give me. A Lillie's. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to boss up Genesect. We're going to Gaia Wave. Take 30 less damage from attacks. And then next turn, we're going to Lillies. And we're going to try Nullifying Zero and knock out some Matangs. Because now they need to waste their Matang to put 2 on here if they want to attack. Yeah, Metallic Signal, probably for Metagross. If I had to guess, Matang Metagross, okay. Okay, they whiffed, perfect. That means they're probably not getting an attack off. Yeah, okay. They're building up their Metagross. That's fine, because we are going to Nullifying Zero and try and knock out some stuff. Yep. They only have one Matang. Alright, let's see what they're going to do here. Ideally, they pass. Okay, they Petrol. What are they Recycler. Makes sense. Yep, get that energy back in there. Okay. Alright. So, we definitely play that. Boss? Okay. Ooh. Okay, we got Lilies and get energy. Okay. Let's grab another one. And we can start powering that one up. And then let's go ahead and Nullifying Zero. Ideally, we get tails. First one, nope, heads, okay. Okay, 3 prize cards. See what we get here. Okay. Now, if they can't bounce this Lively Stadium, we do survive a Metagross attack. So, they whiff. Okay, that's great. They just gotta attach and bounce back, I guess. They do that, that's fine. I will Petrol for my Switch. And then we can Ice Cream to remove the damage, and we're in the same spot. So, I do think, though, we just Gaia Wave knockout, and then next turn boss up Fez for game. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. That's gonna be our line on how to win this one. Meowth. What are they gonna get? Petrol for Stadium? Philippe. Is Philippe to any Pokemon? Oh, okay. So they are gonna get their attack off. Thankfully, the stadium is still in play, so we should be good. back. Okay. That's fine. Petrol. Grab our Switch. Fully heal that there. Gaia Wave, and then we have Boss for Fez for game next turn. Alright, the Metal Maker for nothing. Alright. Flip the script. They already played Trolley, so they can't disrupt us with Unfair Stamp. They might have Judge, but I doubt it. There we go, Concession. We had Boss for game. So that was our third game. We are 3-0. So this is a fun deck. Deck will be in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out this fun deck. And yeah, thanks so much for watching Pokepals, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, Pokepals, that was our Mega Zygarde tank deck with our Cinderace acceleration. I really like this list. List is great. And yeah, huge shout out to LDF because I believe I got this deck idea, or at least inspired from him. And yeah, go check him out if you can. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear comments about decks you guys want to see, or even fun things for me and Casey to do. We want to kind of do like a family rivalry battle series. So if you could suggest maybe some bonuses or some negatives that would be like in a series, and we can spin a wheel and see what we get. It could be really fun. But yeah, appreciate it, Pokepals. This is Dad signing out. Enjoy this list, look for it in the description, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you see when our videos go up and you can enjoy these fun deck lists. But yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.